All right, so yesterday we started this ball blast with array class, right? And we have this array of 5 ball objects that we are using a loop to draw each of those objects and using a similar loop to create each of those objects. So what we want to do today is write a mouse clicked method that'll allow us to basically recreate what happens in our original ball blast game, which looked like this for its mouse click method. So if I run that one, remember that this kind of moves the color to the ball that's getting clicked. Okay? And so this would be, for me, this would be ball 2. So this is ball 0, ball 1, ball 2, ball 3, and ball 4. So let's say that I click ball 3. Over here it says if ball 4 is clicked. Well, I didn't click ball 4. If ball 3 is clicked, then basically what I'm doing is taking the ball 3 and setting its color to be ball 2's color, right? Is that the code that you guys have as well? Or do you have something like ball 3 dot take color from ball or something like that? You got something like take color from ball? Okay, so that's basically the idea. And the idea that we're going to talk about is basically we're going to say whatever ball I click, that ball is going to be the ball on the right, and it's going to take the color from the ball on its left. Okay? And so this one will take the color from the ball on its left. This one will take the color from the ball on its left. This one will take the color from, there is no ball on its left, so we'd be done, but we want that one to change color. Okay? So that's the idea there. And we want to do the same thing over in this one with the arrays. Okay? All right, so let's just talk about what's going on here. I see, in my mind, 2 different loops going on here. Okay? I see one loop that is basically checking which ball got clicked. So is it ball 4? Is it ball 3? Is it ball 2? Is it ball 1? And then I see another loop that basically happens after I've figured out which one got clicked. And it says basically ball 4 gets the color from ball 3, ball 3 gets the color from ball 2 gets the color from ball 1, etc. Okay? And so that where we start that loop depends on which ball got clicked. So if ball 2 got clicked, we start with ball 2, we still go down to ball 0. Is that making sense? All right. So over here in the array version of this, we're going to have a mouse clicked method. Looks like most of you guys got that part down. And then in my mind, we're going to have 2 different arrays. 2 different loops. Okay? We're going to use a loop to figure out which ball was clicked. And then we'll use a second loop to basically move the colors over. Okay, to move the colors toward the clicked ball. All right. In both of those loops, in the first loop, we're trying to figure out which ball was clicked. In the second one, we're saying we're going to start with the one that was clicked and basically move the colors to it. All right. So I think it makes sense in this case to have a variable called clicked ball. Okay, that's not how you spell clicked ball. There we go. Okay, now we don't know what clicked ball is yet, so sometimes we can just do that and say it doesn't have a value, or if we want it to have a value but we want it to be a value that doesn't make sense when we're using arrays, we could say like the value of that is -1. Okay, no ball is going to have a number or an index that's -1. And so when we use -1, it means like we know that that's not valid. Okay? So we don't know which ball it is yet. Okay, so let's use a loop to figure out which ball was clicked. Well, you know, it doesn't matter which one you do as far as saying like, was ball 4 clicked or ball 3 or ball 2 or ball 1 or ball 0. right? Or going the other way, saying, was it ball 0, 1, 2, 3, 4? And really, we don't care about ball 0. Ball 0 is always going to change. Does that make sense? So we could start with ball 1 and say, let's work our way up until we find the ball that was clicked, okay? And so to do that, we're just going to use a simple loop, right? We're just going to go something like int index equals 0, and while index is less than ball array dot length. Okay, so again, that's like the same loop that we've been doing up here. But in this case, now what we want to do is figure out if the ball at index dot was clicked. Now I have a clicked method. Yours might be called is clicked. Okay, so you'll have to decide what you should put there. But then the way we figured that out is mouse.getX and mouse.getY. Okay, and so then we're saying if this particular ball was clicked, then it's the clicked ball. So let's assign clicked ball equal to index. And then we're going to change index to equal index plus 1. So I'm going to just put in some comments here just so that we have a little bit better understanding of what's going on. Okay? Clicked ball, that int, is going to hold the index of the ball that was clicked. Okay? And so what we're doing here is we're looping through all of the indexes. And we're saying if the ball at index was clicked, then store index in clicked ball. Okay? And one thing you can do just to kind of check that what you're doing is working out okay is you can put in little like checks for yourself, like just print out clicked ball. Okay? So if we print out clicked ball there and run this thing, when I click on a spot, it'll tell me that's ball 2. Okay? That's ball 0. That's ball 3. That's ball 4. All right? And so that allows me to kind of just check that what I'm doing so far works. Okay? And we don't have to keep it in there, but it's just something that we can do to kind of help ourselves out. So now after this loop is over, we know which ball got clicked. All right? And now what we can do is say, let's use a loop to move the colors toward that clicked ball. All right? And if we want to think about it, we're going to use kind of like what we did over here. Ball 4, if ball 4 was clicked, we get the color from ball 3, and then get the color, ball 3 gets from 2, 2 gets from 1, and 1 gets from 0. Okay? And if we look at this again, sort of my idea is, let's say that I click this pink ball right here. I'm going to call that the ball on the right, and I'm going to call this one the ball on the left, and I'm going to say that the ball on the right should get the color from the ball on the left. And then I'm going to say, now this is the ball on the right. This is the ball on the left. The ball on the right should get the color from the ball on the left. Right? Now this is the ball on the right, and this is the ball on the left. This guy needs to get the color from the ball on the left. And when am I done with that process? Okay? Yeah, right. So as soon as ball 1 gets the color from ball 0, I'm done. Does that make sense? All right. So let's go back to here, and let's go ahead and say, all right, we're going to have 2 ints. We're going to have int ball on left, and we're going to have another int ball on right. Okay? Ball on left is the ball index we're getting the color from. Ball on right is the ball index we're changing the color of. Does that make sense? Okay. Ball on right should start as the clicked ball. Okay. And now we're going to use a loop. And I'm just going to leave that empty for now. But let's look at this picture again. Let's say that I click right here. Okay? That's index 3. What should the value of ball on left be? If I click ball 3, what should the index of ball on left be? What? Ball 1 would be this one over here. Do I want to get the color from this one? Ball 2, okay? If I click on ball 4, what should ball on left be? Ball 3. If I click on index 1, okay? So I just want to get that kind of process through your head here. If I click on ball 1, ball on left is the index 0, okay? So inside of this while loop, then we're going to go ball on left equals ball on right minus 1. All right, so we're going to say ball on left is the one that I'm going to get the color from. And then I want to actually do kind of like this idea, okay? So I want to go ball array at ball on right dot. So now you guys have something like get color from ball. Okay, so whatever you called that, we're going to get the color from this other ball. What's the other ball? The other ball is the ball array at ball on left. Okay. Every time I do this, then I want to change ball on right to be the next ball down. Okay, so I want to say ball on right equals ball on right minus 1. Okay, so let's look at this picture again. All right. So now we're saying, let's just say again, this ball got clicked, okay? So ball clicked is index 4, okay? We're saying here then ball on left is 4 minus 1, so that's this one. The ball in the array at 4 is going to get the color from the ball in the array at 3. So the green is going to go over here, okay? Then we're going to take ball on right and make it ball on right minus 1. Well, 4 minus 1 is 3. So now this is ball on right. We're going to continue this process. Ball on left is going to be 3 minus 1 is 2. That's this ball. Ball on the right gets the color from the ball on the left. So that's going to happen there. The question is now, what should the condition of this while loop be? What tells us that we're going to stay in the loop? What do you think? I got 2 people with their hands up here, so yeah. Sure.
So I would just say that while ball on right is greater than 0, since
yeah, good, right? So ball on right has to be greater than 0, because if I get to 0, right, if I get to 0 right here, and this is the ball on the right, there is no ball on the left. So when ball on right is 1, I want to get whatever's in ball 0, but I don't want to go any further than that. So I want ball on right to be greater than 0, and that's it. Okay? Okay, let's go back to the ball blast game, the original one. At the end of this kind of, now we're looking at it as like a set of loops. Ball 0 changes color and we repaint. So we want to still do that over here. But this time it's going to be ball array at 0, change color. And then we still want to repaint this. All right. So here it is. This first loop up here figures out clicked ball, starts down here and checks, is this one clicked, is this one clicked, is this one clicked? Oh, this is the one that's clicked. Call it clicked ball. This one starts at clicked ball and works its way back down to set the colors of each ball. Okay?